Hey, I'm Chase, and this is All Things Random. Today, we're looking at GMT watches. Now, I hope everybody is doing well in their social distancing and their, staying at home or self-quarantine, depending on your job. Now, today I'm going to bring you two different types of GMT. I'm going to bring you an analog GMT and a digital one in the form of the Casio World Time. Now, we're going to dive into each one, sort of a quick overview, how to set them, and then if you want to find out any more information, I'll leave a link to each in-depth review at the end of the video. Now let's flip the camera around and hop right into it. GMT stands for Greenwich Mean Time and is the 0 point on the 24-hour scale of international time zones. Greenwich is in England, and from there all other time zones are either plus or minus GMT. Now, GMT was established so that travelers, especially sailors, would be able to quickly know what time it was all over the world. As long as they knew what GMT time was, they could either add or subtract to get that time in any place all over the world. Now today, generally, GMT is mostly known as Coordinated Universal Time. And even for pilots and world travelers, it's actually rarely used. In fact, mostly a GMT watch is used for quickly having a reference of your local time and a second time zone of the place that you're traveling to. Now, some GMT watches offer more than just a second time zone. They offer a third time zone, or like the digital Casio World Time offers every time zone around the world. The original GMT Master had a 24-hour display bezel and a fourth hand complication that was directly linked to and displaying the same time zone as the standard 12-hour hand. Mostly a second time zone would be set using the 24-hour reference, as the bidirectional bezel is marked as such. Now to do this, first you would set the hour hand to your local time as you normally would do. Then you would zero the bezel to the zeroed position and set the GMT hand to the same time zone but as a 24-hour reference. So currently, if the watch is set to 3 p.m., the GMT hand would be set to 15 or 1500 hours on the 24-hour scale. Now, if I were on the West Coast and I wanted to travel east, I would turn the bezel counterclockwise to add an hour or 2 or 3 as I move through the time zones. And of course, to subtract time, you would go clockwise as you would head the opposite direction. Now, as easy as that is to do, if analog is not your thing and you love old technology, there's always that digital option, and that's where the Casio World Time comes in. Now, the Casio offers more than just 2 or even 3 time zones. In fact, it offers all the time zones. Now, these are displayed neatly on the world map in the corner, and you can easily cycle through and find the time, where you are, and where you're going. Now, GMTs offer a lot of functionality. They are great, and I really love the way they look, especially the analogs with that additional hand. I think it gives it a lot of character. Now, I could say the same thing for the Casio World Time. I really love that nice old style digital look, and I love the fact that I can cycle through that little tiny world and see exactly what time zone I'm going to. So, really, the choice is yours. Do you go classic or do you go modern? Now, this was just a shorter video. My electronics broke on Monday and had to wait till the end of the week before I could release another video. I'm going to be just blasting it out there almost every single day for the next week to try to get caught up so that you guys can have some content while you're staying at home. Now, if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button down below. Leave a comment of the content you guys would like to see next. Until next time.